Hello, I'm Alex, and this is
Hello, I'm Amanda.
and you.
Trent.
Okay, tonight we talk about something different about education. The Amanda have a different experience. How about you share your experience?
Well, I was homeschooled, and I am from America. Homeschooling is not traditional in America. Traditionally, people go to public school, some people go to private school. Homeschooling is more popular in America than it is in a lot of countries, and I've heard that you don't even have homeschooling in China, so I'll tell you a little bit about it. Basically, I didn't go to a school building. I did all of my school at home. And my parents were my teachers when I was a little child. And then when I got older, like middle school and high school, I just did my school on my own. My parents would get the books, they would order them, or we would get them from some other homeschool family. And I would do the work in the book, and then it would be graded. And that's how I did my schooling from preschool all the way until high school. Up until graduation, I was homeschooled.
Wow, that's amazing. So, how can you attend to the university or school or college?
Well, I took the ACT, which is the college entrance examination in America. There are two different entrance examinations. There's the SAT and the ACT, but I think the ACT is more commonly accepted by universities in America. So I took the ACT, and then my parents had kept a record of all of my grades from my high school years. So they kept records of my grades called a transcript, and we had the transcripts sent to the universities I was interested in attending. And then they also, like whenever I signed up to take the ACT, I had those scores sent to the university I wanted to attend. So had those sent and then applied, and I was accepted. So my experience with applying to colleges is basically the same as public school or private school students. Nothing that much different.
Wow, that's amazing. And how much you pay when you go to the college?
How much did I pay? Tuition?
Yeah, tuition fee.
Well, the way that my school did the fees and the tuition was a little bit different from a lot of schools. The way that they calculated all of that was that if you were a full-time student, you paid the same amount. If you were a full-time student, like you were taking over 12 hours, and you lived in the dormitory, you paid the same fee, as long as you were taking over 12 hours. So they had like a one price for all full-time students who lived in the dormitory, one price for all commuter students. Commuter means they live at home with their parents. So the way that my school did it was a little different. Instead of paying by the credit hour, as long as you were full-time, you paid the same price. And for mine, it was about, including the dormitory fee, 3 meals a day, all of that included, all the fees, even the book rental. For my education, it was about maybe $9,000 a semester. That's including dormitory and your dormitory and meals, all that stuff was included. But I had scholarships. I had some money that came from the government, from the federal government, from my state government, and also some school scholarships for getting a good ACT score, for singing in the chorus, for several different things. I got school scholarships. So my first 2 years, I didn't have to pay any money because I had enough scholarships and enough enough money to cover the cost of my schooling. My second 2 years, I had to pay some.
Wow.
My junior, senior year.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So as you guys can see, American they have different way to learn and study. The Amanda who before go to the university study at home and no study fee. That's right. Study at home.
Well, we had to pay for the
Textbook.
for the textbooks. Sometimes we would borrow textbooks, like from other homeschooling families.
Yeah.
Sometimes they would already have the textbook that we needed.
Oh,
Their
okay.
kids would finish with it, and then they would pass it on to my family. And then when we were done with it, we would pass it on to another family.
Yeah.
So within the homeschool community, within all these families in my area, sometimes people would share textbooks. Certain subjects, sometimes we would do some studying together. There was like a community of homeschoolers in my area, so that helped a lot with cost. It helped a lot with, people who were new to homeschooling could ask other parents about how they homeschool. There was a pretty decent community in my town, in my area, where people could share things and share resources and things like that. But my parents had to buy some textbooks, and then we borrowed some of them. And sometimes we used like computer programs too.
How about Trent? You?
I went to a public school.
Wow, good. You're different.
Yeah. Yeah, from 5 years old in kindergarten until 18.
Wow.
And I graduated high school. Public school, always. Yeah. Yeah, I never got to do homeschool. I always had to go to the school building and learn with all the other kids, and just like people in China do. Right?
Does the public school charge you for nothing?
Yeah, you don't pay for public school.
Then you study to the university or college or something?
That's right, yeah.
So that how much will you pay for that?
Well, I went to several different colleges. Community colleges cost less money.
Oh.
And universities usually cost more. So I went to community college to take basic courses that everyone must take, and then transfer those to the university. So you pay less money to take basically the same classes.
Okay.
And you can transfer those to the university and use them for your university degree. So it's cheaper to do it that way.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I heard about you want to study in China.
Yeah.
So what kind of school you want to attend in, or what kind of major you want to study?
Something to do with language.
Language.
Linguistics.
Great.
Maybe Chinese language and literature.
Wow, great.
Yeah. I'm interested in those things, yeah.
So guys, you heard the trend. Maybe you can help him because you are Chinese. Maybe you can find some good college for the trend and send a message to us. I will let the trend know. How about that?
Sounds great.
That's great. Okay, thank you for you guys share about the knowledge about the American education system. Maybe it's our turn to let them know about the Chinese study system. Like, hopefully to get some scholarship. Okay, see you next time, bro. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, great.